Well, my name's Diamando Koutsellis, and my artwork's a ceramic installation called Laughing Kookaburras. And it was just like a random idea that I had, because just from walking the streets and walking little bush tracks and just loving that sound of the kookaburra. It relates to Eden Gardens because it's about the natural environment and then looking at how nature and humans interconnect and live side by side. The artwork's in the amphitheatre, and essentially it's about 100 different ceramic kookaburras that are placed in and around, and all of them have their mouths open because they're all speaking, and hopefully the ceramics is going to make a sound, but there's also a soundscape that's linked to the artwork too. I like to sort of make artwork that has a joyful element to it if I'm going to share it with the public in that way. So I'll think about it on an artistic level, but there's also a practical element too that sort of has to marry with the idea. I think actually the joy was working with Meredith, and we wanted to put originally the installation somewhere else. And then she said, why don't you think about the amphitheatre? And we walked over to the amphitheatre and voila, like there was a kookaburra sitting there in that spot. We laughed about it, okay, this is the spot. So I thought that was really beautiful. It was sort of like a sign to make them for that. And also I think artistically, it's also because I've been making all these little pieces in my studio. At the moment now I'm revealing it and installing it, and it's always like this exciting element to it because you're seeing something so tiny, but in public space it grows and morphs. So I think that always sort of blows my mind and gets me excited. So my arts practice is multifaceted. So there'll be exhibition work where I'll make certain types of sculptures, and then there'll be public works. I also work with ceramic tiles, I teach, I work with communities. So all under the banner of an artist, I've got different hats. Yeah, and I love it, but mainly under ceramics, because ceramics is a versatile medium. You can really approach it in different ways to make different things. Hopefully there's a playful element, but even while I've been installing them, people have been walking up to them and pointing at them, and little kids have been going to try and grab them. So I think that's really interesting. Like, you never really know how someone's going to respond to something that you create. You just sort of make and then see what happens. But hopefully it's a positive experience. Yeah.